that motocross community people. We all kind of get together as a family, try to help each other.
Yeah.
There's people, when me and my mom were sleeping in the car, I think at a North Carolina area qualifier, some people from Bermuda, never met before in a day in our life. They just kind of jumped in. Hey, you guys hungry? Riding a 250F and everything is normally fine, and then you put a sound insert in there that like cuts your power in half.
Yep.
I mean, it was just a whole change for me, and actually that kind of just messed me up a little bit during the qualifying and stuff like that, so I didn't make it.
Well, yeah, there's always other times though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So then from there, I took some time off and tried to get some stuff together. And I tried doing outdoors, and outdoors is just brutal. And it was just the same kind of struggle, just always putting stuff together. So I would go do some nationals, or I try to do some Supercross, and I take a break, try to get everything, trying to get money, trying to get help, and it was just always a struggle. So that's why after some injuries and after a bunch of things that's happened to me in the past, I tried this year. I said, let me just put a better program together. We have a van, and we have a couple bikes, and just try to go forward. But I kept on running into the same struggles, just not having everything well prepared. And that's one of the most important things when it comes to racing, just having the correct preparation.
Yeah, it's underestimated, undervalued when it comes to that stuff, like just how much goes into it, especially people think it's easy. People think it looks easy on TV, it looks easy on Instagram. You think you can just go, hey, you know what? I want to have a race team. People just throw your money, or I want to go pro. People just throw your money. You literally have to be your marketer, your own mechanic, your own like mental coach. You got to be your own, bike guru. All of these things. You have to wear so many hats when you're a privateer and you're trying to develop a program for yourself. You got to be disciplined. You got to work on no sleep because you're talking to people so much. You got to hear no every damn day from a ton of people. It's a lot. It's very taxing. I don't think a lot of people realize just how much is involved, man. And what you privateers go through trying to do that, it's a whole struggle. I mean, I've got stories for days on some riders in our program that are just like, man, like here, this is what I had to do to get this, or this is what happened when I did this. And I was like, holy crap, I don't know if I could do that, man. That's a lot on top of trying to eat right and ride, and you know what I mean? Stay up on social. It's a whole thing.
You're right. But honestly, that's the biggest thing. The easiest thing to do and the most common thing people do is kind of complain about it. I mean, I feel like I try to stay away from complaining about, oh, this is what I need and what I don't need.
Yeah.
But I just try to look at it as those made me experience some things that a lot of other riders, like top riders, will never experience,
Yeah.
Like nobody, like you just, we have privateers have way different, way funnier stories than anybody else can have. I feel like in this industry, because we have to go through things in a different way and handle things in a different way, So
yeah, 100%.
I mean, I just try to look at it in a positive way. Like, hey, I have some experiences that Tomac can't ever say anything
right?
he's done, but
exactly.
But it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of the best times, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're contesting pro this year. We chilled at Southwick. You're going to be making a run at some of the other nationals and stuff like that. How has preparation been for 2021? Like, you're on the new Honda. You look like you're pretty solid in practice and qualifying and stuff like that at Southwick. What's it been like for you this year? Like, what's the program consist of, and how's it been going to date?
Well, to even get to this point, to make sure I was going to be strong for this year, I had to make sure I got my cycling game together.
Hey, okay.
I made sure I started cycling. I hired a cycling instructor, and he really elevated my game to a whole nother level, which I was thankful for. From there, I got my new 21 Honda 450s. I think a couple weeks before my first race, which was at Thunder Valley. I got a couple weeks. I sent my suspension out. It was a whole cluster of just trying to get everything in time. I think I literally had 3, 4, I'd say probably like 5 days on my race bike before Thunder Valley. So I had probably like 2 hours on the bike. So the bike was a brand new bike, still trying to figure it out, still trying to break in the suspension and all that kind of stuff. So it, like, every single race was like a learning curve, which kind of revolted back to like, you know, hey, you shouldn't have to piece things together so much. But I just struggled with trying to piece all these different things together every single race, whether it was working too hard or working too much, or working too hard, working too much, same thing. Not working enough because I'm riding the bike, because I'm trying to fix the bike. But overall, what I've just really focused on doing was just making sure I'm trying to ride my bike as good as I can, and still trying to figure it out, and make a couple of different adjustments just so I can ride better, especially riding like an older 2018 or 2019 Honda 450, and then switching over to the new frame. It was just like 2 different bikes. It was actually slower, like the motor was much more calmer. And the chassis is different, and just the way everything, the way it reacted was just a whole different bike. Obviously everyone knows, but I'm just still adapting adapting to it. And I actually didn't race Millville today because one, I had a little problem getting my bike there, but also I just really want to make sure I put a strong, solid effort to come to my home, my home state, New York, and go at Dilla and just kick some butt, like do the best I can. 100%. So I want to get my bike set up. I want to get everything set up. I want to have the right tools that I need for success, for Dilla, for Budds Creek, for Ironman. And if I can make it, I'd like to do the last 2 nationals in California too, as long as everything's on par and everything's going smoothly. But I just want to make sure I have a good, solid program for these races. So I'm not disappointing myself. I'm not disappointing the other people that's out there just, liking or loving or just supportive of what I'm doing.
No, for sure. I think that's a good, solid base for a successful building year for 2021. I think you're putting your expectations in the right spot. Your goals are definitely within reach, and I really don't think you're giving yourself too much, biting off more than you can chew. Essentially, I think you're coming at it with the right mentality. What are you looking at for next year? You're looking to make some noise in arena cross, supercross. Like, where you looking to take 2022?
Well, that's super. Oh shoot. That's really, really where it's kind of up in the air. I may do a little bit of arena cross. I would love to get my hands back at some supercross. So it's really just having the right I think the right tools and the right things into play. I'm gonna give a talk to I'm gonna talk to a couple of buddies of mine and see if we can get the right training, be on the right bikes and have the right equipment. And also especially be in the right mental space for it, because I think supercross is probably one of the most toughest mentally to even deal with.
You ain't lying. You ain't
Seriously.
lying.
there's some stuff out there like, oh man, I don't want to jump this at all.
And not only that, like when it gets rutted, it's even worse. These triple ons, triple offs, like then you get like foot deep ruts in those.
Ridiculous. Man, it is ridiculous. But honestly, my goal for this to kind of just finish up this outdoor season healthy, qualify for some of these mains, and put in the best results that I can really give, and then focus on for next year as far as definitely do outdoors next year. And I would love to get my hands on some arena cross and some supercross action. And I probably would like to do the lights class, even though I'm a bigger guy.
I'm
I'm
gonna
like,
say, yeah, you ain't light.
yeah, I'm bigger than Tyler Bowers, and Tyler Bowers is considered pretty darn big.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yep.
like 185,
Okay.
185,
Yeah.
190-ish on a
Yeah.
250F, and
Yep.
that's really big. But I'd like
Yeah.
to do 450 as well too. 450 is definitely where it's at, but the field is so stacked.
Crazy
The
stacked.
field is so it really is, and there's a lot of amazing riders that just can't make main events. So
Yeah.
I think if I can do is if I can put a really good program together, and obviously make every single night show,
Yeah.
and focus on making some main events and just being in that top 20
Yeah.
of top 20 in the main event,
Yeah.
as far as like just making it to that point, that'd be, I feel like, a really good success. And if I can, I could dabble in a little bit of 450 as well too, but it just all depends, just all depends on the program that I could put together, which I hopefully just talking to the right people I can.
Yeah, exactly. And there's one thing. So I heard in Supercross, you have a strong suit in that. It's the whoops. I heard that you can go through some whoops pretty fast, which is crazy because we got the not Stewart t-shirt on, and Stewart's nasty in the whoops. So you all might have something in common right there. But we keep seeing the not Stewart lineup that you got going on with the shirts. Where did that start? How'd that come about, man?
Man, let me tell you something right now. You have locks too.
Yep.
And I have locks. Truthfully, I had locks first. So if we really have to start pointing fingers, Stewart had it first.
Nope. I had it first. Then Rashidi. Then Malk had him.
Boom. And yeah, thank you. I had it first, and I added to the fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jamaican, so by right, this is in my roots.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, we got to go to Caribbean flow, right?
Yeah, but not Stewart is definitely a thing. Honestly, I feel bad for Malcolm, Malcolm Stewart. Now, when I say that, I feel bad for Malcolm Stewart. Like, Malcolm Stewart he's been in James's shadow all his life. Like, people come up to him like it's, hey, how's James? Like, you want to ask how I'm doing first?
Right.
I know he's had to deal with that quite a bunch as a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he still deals with it now. Like, hey, how's James? Hey, how's this person? Always living in someone's shadow. Yeah. And the same thing with me. Like, some people come up to me, hey, how's James? Hey, how's Malcolm?
How should I know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the same. Like, it's just the same way. Like, me coming up to you and like, hey, how's Ricky Carmichael doing? How's
exactly.
Villapoto doing? Like,
exactly.
I don't know. But so I, just really, it's just, this shirt is like not being in anybody's shadow. Like, I don't want to be in anybody's shadow. I just want to be my own person.
Yeah.
A lot of if you just take the time to get to know me, I'm just me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just be cool. And this shirt actually doesn't just go for just not James Stewart, not Malcolm Stewart. This actually can go for not Ronnie Stewart as well too. And not I think Bryce Stewart. I think that was another guy, 240, Bryce Stewart. So
Bryce
there
Stewart,
you go.
Alaska native.
Yeah, boom. So this goes for everybody.
All the Stewarts.
Stewarts out there.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So I get that a lot too. It was bad before I cut my locks and I did the panels. I'll be walking through like Foxborough or New York, and I have people going run up to me, Malcolm, blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, I'm not Malcolm. Like, come on. And they would argue with me, like, yeah, you're him. I saw blah blah. I'm like, I am not this. Like, what are you talking? I'm not this man. Like, come on.
First of all, for me, the first thing I say, man, do you see this face, man? Man, do you see this face? Do you see this? Call me Malcolm. You really coming for me? You calling me Malcolm?
Right.
You see this right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but but it's all love though.
Yeah.
It's always been love. There's no hate. There's no love. Like I said, I don't know. The only person I really had any conversation with was his father. Yeah, and his father's just been amazing.
Yeah, Big James is cool.
Every single time I see him, hey, how's it going, Rashidi? Yeah. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
I don't try to. Everyone always says like, hey, how come you don't reach out to the stewards for help and stuff like that? Listen, man, I don't. When you reach a certain point of, in any industry of being famous and stuff like that, or everyone always wants something from you, man.
Yes. Yep.
Like all my friends that I grown up with, whether it's Barsha or I know Webb, I know you name it, just all these different people that I know and I've come across. I don't want nothing from them. The only thing I want to do is just, hey, how you doing? Everything's okay. How's your family?
Yeah.
Boom. That's it. Everyone's always wanting something from somebody, which that's life, but that's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's a cool offshoot, turning something that's funny into like, your brand, you know what I mean? Like you're naming right. So I think it's pretty dope. And you're right, man. Like once you get to that point, everyone wants something from you. I can only imagine what it was like. And I think this is part of, the reason why we saw him make the exit that he did. And, if you disagree, let me know. I think the reason why James Stewart left the sport so abruptly was because I think he just reached a boiling point of like, you know what? Everybody wants something. The media wants something. I always have like fans screaming, wanting this, doing this, being pulled in this direction. Nothing's ever good enough. And he just made his exit because he was just like, he was fed up. You know what I mean? He was fed up of the whole rigmarole. You know what I mean?
Man, I tell you that guy, James, he had to been a very tough person mentally to go through, whether his injuries, the things that he's been through in life, which I don't know all. I've just stuff that I've heard, that's rough, so for him to walk away and to, be, it's not about money, it's more of the goals that he wanted to reach in life. But it's the fact of it was a lot of work for him, and even though people are doing, a lot of things for him, I'm sure he had to deal with so much other work to provide for all these different teams. Like, okay, if he got second today, well, how come he didn't win? Like, man, listen, I got second. Like, give me a break.
Shit ain't easy.
You go out there and hit that.
Exactly.
If you fell and whatever, just had, like, everyone has their off day. Not everyone is perfect. Even though he was able to do a perfect season and Carmichael was able to do a perfect season, doing that and being at any sport at any level, and having to be able to walk out there and put a smile on your face after not having a good day or whatever, that's just stressful, and actually I was fortunate enough to meet someone recently that was talking to me about mental toughness and just like mentally, like where the sport, what your mental would actually do for you in the sport. And man, if I didn't meet that gentleman, I think his name is Jay from Rack Racing. Right?
Jay from Rack Racing. Big supporter of the collective experience in our program. Jay was there at the inception, man. When I had the idea for the collective, he was one of the sounding board people that I would, spitball ideas back and forth and stuff. And I talk to Jay every day, man. Every day I've got a morning message from Jay waiting. Then I send him one and we do it all over again, man. Just trying to get in the right mental space to achieve your goals. I mean, I'm not, pro on the racetrack, but man, like goals are goals, right? Like as long as you're working towards them, like that's all that matters. So
must be nice. I don't get no texts like that. Jeez.
You'll be getting. Trust me. I'll be connecting you two. Don't even worry about it.
Nah, I met him at Southwick just recently. Just last week. And honestly, I didn't know what he was about or what he did or anything like that. But just honestly, just a brief conversation that I had with the guy, I just knew he was a really good, positive guy.
Yes.
And he just he honestly gave so much positive influences to me that I was just really thankful just for even meeting the guy, So hopefully later on in the future I get to talk to him a little bit more.
Definitely.
And he can just kind of, break me out this little shell right here. This big shell right here. This big shell.
No, we'll get it popping for you. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We'll be bringing a lot of support your way, 115%. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what's more to come in your story. The fact that you're able to come from such humble beginnings, such adversity, and really put it to people that had a lot more than you did. Your talent showed through, determination, the passion. I had the pleasure of meeting your moms last weekend, and it was so crazy. Like, and my dad was there too. By the way, I hope you know my dad keeps texting your mom and vice versa. So we're gonna have to put a stop to this shit immediately.
Bro.
Hey, talk to your mom.
Bro, no, talk to your pops. Talk to your pops. Brother, because, yo, you see this? Yo, tell Tony he ain't going to look like no tiger. He's going to look like a little kitten soon.
I'll let him know. I'll let him know what you said.
Tell Tony the kitten that he's going to learn today.
All right. I'll talk to you. But no, talking to your mom and then talking to my dad after, it was crazy. Like a lot of the stuff that the way you guys started is like the same way I started racing, you know what I mean? And there were such similarities. And I think that's what a lot of people will kind of gravitate towards you because of is humble beginnings. We can all relate to hey, a lot of our parents weren't rich when we grew up. You know what I mean? Most of us racing dirt bikes, our parents were, lower than middle class. You know what I mean? They were struggling. Yep. You hear of greats like Stewart and Carmichael, and those guys, their parents were poor, man. Stewart's dad was picking up soda cans, trying to get cash for races and stuff like that. And they became the best the sport's ever seen. I think a lot of people can relate to such humble beginnings. And that's why I think your fan base that you have, which is growing exponentially, man, your fan base is getting crazy. I think that's why they like you, why they feel like they can reach out to you and root for you. Because man, I feel this dude's pain. I was there. I totally get it. And Rashidi had it even worse. He was in Manhattan, you know what I mean? At least I was in Indiana with all these cornfields, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So I think that's cool. Well, I'm excited to see what shakes out of it,
Yeah. Well, I'm super thankful. Like, unfortunately, my father passed away when I was really young. I think I was like 9 months old or something like that. He passed away from leukemia, actually.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
But so my mother's been my father and my mother my whole life, and she's done whoever says, hey, a mother can't raise a man or whatever. They haven't met my mom, clearly. Or they don't know anything about Caribbean parents.
Yes, we're a different breed. They're a different breed.
You better ask somebody.
Different breed.
You need to ask somebody.
Yeah.
But no, man, listen, I've been blessed as far as that. But yeah, just just I'm not the only person that just struggles out there. Like amateur wise, it's all pro wise, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that there's some people out there, that motocross community people, we all kind of get together as a family, try to help each other. There's people, when me and my mom were sleeping in the car, I think at a North Carolina area qualifier, some people from Bermuda, never met before in a day in our life. They just kind of jumped in. Hey, you guys hungry? It was like, no, we're okay. And they gave us some breakfast. I mean, they were fantastic people, fantastic people, and they took care of us very well. And also, it's just that's why I guess I am who I am because of my mom and all those other good people I've met in the moto industry as well too.
Yeah. No, what's cool is seeing your mom wrench on the bike with you between motos and then hearing her do race strategy with you. And she was like, no, be careful of those insides because they kind of cup out a little bit and blah blah. I'm like, damn, mom's knows, like she knows more than most moto dads out there. This is crazy, you know what I mean? So that was cool to see, man. That was real cool. And you can see why you guys are so tight because you guys have that racing bond, you know what I mean? And that was that's cool. Not too many pros have their mom out there helping with race strategy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Honestly, for me, my second mom, I'll still say it to this day, man. Colleen Millsap, I love that lady, man. She's been fantastic. Let me not leave out before I get in trouble. Justin Starling's mom, Miss Starling.
Yeah.
That's my heart right there, man. Yeah. That's my heart. She is fantastic. Justin Starling's mom is amazing motor mom as well too. There's just so many moms out there that don't get the credit that they deserve.
Agreed.
Even what's it called too? Dang, met his mom at the race, man. Lane Shaw.
Okay. Yeah.
Shaw's mom, she's cool too. Yeah. So I mean, there's just so many moms out there. I mean, so many parents out there that's really supportive and as you should be for your children, Yeah. But I'm just thankful. My mom is, she does the best she can, even the little that she does know, she just tries to make sure at least she calms me down and make sure I focus on the things that I'm not doing right. just for me to get better.
Exactly. That absolutely love that. Rashidi, tell the people out there where they can follow along with you, and how they can help support you if they want to feel so inclined.
I am on Instagram. My Instagram is Rashidi_Kerrison. To spell that for you guys, I know it's.
Don't worry, we'll link it below on this one. We'll link it below.
So you link it below.
Yeah.
Honestly, just people just commenting and just showing support. The main thing I really focus on doing, I try to get back to every single person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any company is more important than any person. You know, I feel like everyone is important equally. That's really true, because sponsors and companies will come and go, but people, actual good people, they'll stick with you from here on out, you know.
Yep.
But also I do I do have a Venmo and other forms of stuff like that I've been kind of setting up lately, because it's been kind of interesting out here.
Yeah. We'll link that below too, in case people want to go and show you some monetary support as well as a good follow. Guys, I'm telling you, you're gonna see a lot of stuff between the Collective Experience and Rashidi Kerrison coming up. We got a vlog dropping pretty soon. We're gonna be doing a lot of cool interactive things. And if you guys want to come to the race, hang out with this guy, and be his intern for the day, all you got to do is sign up with the Collective Experience. We can get you hooked up behind the scenes, working with the top tier professional riders. Or if you want to, you see Rashidi Kerrison, come work with Rashidi Kerrison. We can get you to access that you will not believe. Plus, the connections you make can lead you to a career in the industry that most can only dream of. Head to thecollectivexp.com, contact at thecollectivexp.com for reaching out to us. At the Collective EX on Instagram. We've had dozens of people enter the program that are now hired on to amazing dream jobs, dream gigs in the industry, from mechanic support to working for Feld, filming for Supercross, to working for rep companies like FXR Racing, and many, many others. Check out the Collective Experience, thecollectivexp.com, and get yourself signed up today. Rashidi, this was fun, man. I'm glad we got a chance to do this. I know you and I know each other pretty well, but I wanted to show the TCE community a little bit more of the, you know, underneath the helmet, behind the screen a little bit more, get a little bit more in depth with Rashidi Kerrison, because dude, you're a character. And like I said, everybody has a Rashidi story. Ask your favorite pros out there, everybody watching. Ask your favorite pro rider who Rashidi Kerrison is. They're gonna have a story.
I don't know if I want everybody to ask those questions, because there's some stuff. There are some things that should be locked away in the vault, and
some MTF day stuff.
Yeah, you know, I've done some interesting things that people would definitely have me questioning. Man, should I really hit those whoops like that and keep my eyes closed? But you know, those days are in the past, even though they still show up every now and then. Don't judge me. But I definitely I'm working on these shirts too. I'm really trying to work more on, you know, me being a better racer and rider, other than just having merchandise, even though my merchandise will be, you know, for myself and for other riders as well too.
Yep.
But I definitely do need to get you in one of these shirts.
Yeah. I need to rock one. I need to, because some races I need them.
I can't figure out what shirt size you wear. You look like a schmedium. Like a you know,
the muscles be bulging, so you know, I gotta.
Oh no!
You know, I got to. You know, it's hard to fit the, you know, the tries and the buys, and you know what I mean. It's tough when you just swole. It's tough.
Oh yeah, this swole, huh?
Hey, don't tell my brother I said that, please, because then he'll kill me.
Bro, I'm getting, as soon as I get off this thing, I'm snitching. No Takashi though, no Takashi.
That's funny. Guys, if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, spread the word about Rashidi Kerrison. Like I said, you guys are going to see a lot more of this guy in the Collective Experience. We're going to do some cool stuff together. This interview is brought to you by the lovely people at FXR Moto. They just dropped their new 2022 helium setup. The helium gear lineup is absolutely incredible. I love it for the breathability. I love it for the stretch paneling. I'm not a skinny dude, so I need as much stretch band as I can get. And I'm telling you, it lasts so long. I still get yelled at by some of the FXR reps because I keep wearing the gear from 2016, but it's holding up that long. It's crazy. You guys will love it. We're gonna be sure to check us out through the collective, DM us, and we can hook you up with some really cool promo codes. And I'm gonna get this dude right here some FXR gear too.
All time. I'm struggling. And you know what though? What I really do want to touch on, which I felt bad. You know, it sucks that the fans really kind of can't get into the pits the way they used to. You know, it really does. So you know what I want to do? I plan on doing it at Dilla, but Dilla, I don't think they're gonna have overnight parking on Friday. But if I could do it at one of the other rounds, if I can, I'm gonna bring the pro pits to the fans. So I'm gonna try to ride into the pro pits and just pass out some stickers and stuff like that, just so the fans can have fun.
Oh,
you know, that's honestly what they come there for. Like they come there to have fun, and half of the fun is getting into the pro pits that they can't get into.
Exactly.
So
yeah, we'll mob the crowds and we'll hand out some stickers, man. I got tons of stickers for everybody. Yeah,
we're doing
that's gonna be a good time. We'll vlog it. We'll make it fun. That's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna be remiss if I didn't mention other brands like Flow Vision goggles, guys. Check those guys out, as well as Evans Power Coolant, the best coolant out there to keep your bike running good all moto long. And we cannot forget about intake breathing systems to get your game elevated and get you performing right. Rashidi's getting a setup of the intake breathing when I see him next, and we're gonna do a back-to-back comparison versus those crazy wimpy breathe right strips you got. Then we're gonna get you set up with the solid stuff. So we're making that happen. Rashid, I appreciate the time, bro. This is awesome. I'm glad we got a chance to do this, get the background, spread the word, and you know, get some more people on board with the, you know, Rashidi bandwagon. I think it's a must, and anybody that follows along, they're gonna be sucked in, man. They're gonna love it.
I hope so, and I definitely to mention, listen, Defy Graphics, thank them, thank you, Mark at Defy Graphics for getting some graphics on my bike. I also have to send out a huge thank you to Pit Posse and Outlaw Racing Products. When I couldn't find any parts for my bikes, I literally hopped on that one website and I was able to get, whether just you name it, whether it's trailer accessories, they had brake pads, pistons, all that kind of stuff. Just able to get on Pit Posse and Outlaw Racing for a bunch of my products and needs. I think braking, I'm very happy for. Shoei helmets, keep me protected.
There you go.
This big old head right here.
Not too bad, not too shabby.
Pirelli tires, they've been hooking up. I've been I just started running them this year, and I've been happy with them. And you know, just a couple other different I think companies I've been running to. If I got, I'm sorry, but I've just been happy to run those definitely been happy to run those companies that's been helping me out as of recently.
That's dope. And there's a lot more support to come. Rashidi, appreciate the time, bro. We're gonna do this again very, very soon. Guys, keep an eye on that YouTube channel. We're gonna be dropping that vlog very, very shortly, and you're gonna see a lot more of this guy. We had fun. Stay tuned for the next interview coming up, and you guys take care.